Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Dave and today we're going to learn your first 4 guitar chords. I've been teaching for around 22 years and I always find that these are the best 4 chords to get people started. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe and hit the like button and let's get to it. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to read a chord box if you've never seen one of these before. So the black line at the top is the nuts of the guitar. So we're kind of looking at it from this angle. And the lines going from left to right are your strings from thickest to thinnest. So we've got your E, A, D, G, B, E. And then the boxes going downwards are your first 5 frets. Then we add on black dots onto certain strings and certain frets, showing you where to put your fingers. So the first chord we're going to do is an E minor chord. We're going to start with finger 1 on fret 2 on your A string. And then finger 2 on fret 2 on the D string. And it should sound like this. You want to be really careful to make sure you're using the very tips of your fingers and make sure nothing's getting in the way, catching on the other strings down here. Then chord number 2 is called an A sus2. Don't worry about the tricky name at first. It's the same as E minor but all down one string. So we're going to have finger 1 on the D string, fret 2. And finger 2 on the G, fret 2. And you can see there's a little cross covering the top string, so we want to avoid that string and just strum from the 5th string. If you do catch that string, don't worry, that's probably the least most important part at first. Okay, chord number 3, the same as A sus2, finger 1 on fret 2 of the D, finger 2 on fret 2 of the G, and then we're going to add on your 3rd finger on fret 2 of the B. Missing off the top string again. And then the last chord is a D chord. This time we're going to have finger 1 on fret 2 of the G, finger 2 in the same fret, fret 2 on your thinnest E string, and then finger 3 on the string in between, the B string, but this time in fret number 3. You can see there's 2 crosses this time, so we want to avoid strumming the top 2 strings. Should sound like this. Now if you really struggle with that one, what I would do is just use fingers 1 and 2 at first and pretend this one doesn't exist. If you can get that right first, we can slowly start adding that finger back in later. Okay, and then the next step is switching from one chord to the next. So we're going to take our E minor chord and we're going to try and shift underneath down to the A sus2 chord. We don't want to move our fingers too far away here, so we just want to come off the string ever so slightly, down one string each into the next chord. Then when we change from A sus2 into A, really easy, we're just adding on your 3rd finger, fret 2, string B. So here's the tricky one, going from an A to a D chord. We want to take everything off, shifting finger 1 down onto G2, finger 2 down onto E2, and then lastly finger 3 onto B3. So the way I practice this is I would just do the first 2 chords, E minor and A sus2, several times, just back and forth between the 2. Then I'd work on going from A sus2, adding my 3rd finger on into A, that's a nice easy one, and then work on the tricky change from A into D several times. Really handy trick is to set a 1-minute timer, and let's take the A and the D chord and we'll see how many times you can strum from one to the next in that minute. That way you've kind of got a gauge if you're getting quicker and better at the chord change. Then the next step is to make it musical. We're going to take each chord and we want to play 4 strums on each one. So the whole thing should sound like this. So if you look on the screen, we've got the chords written out in tabs, starting with the E minor chord. And the trick is to remember that everything in guitar tab music is written upside down. So you'd think the thick string would be at the top, but the thick string is at the bottom, and they're kind of going up from string 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then these numbers here are what frets you're putting your finger onto. So we've got 2 on the A string, 2 on the D, and then fret 0 on all the other strings. So that means we do want to strum every single string. Then on A sus2, we've got your 2 on the D string, fret 2 on the G. There's nothing written on the top string, so we just don't touch that string at all. Okay, so you can pretty much look at the chord boxes above, and we know that our fingers are in that chord, and we're just judging this to see how many times we strum each chord. So just to recap, guys, you want to take it one chord at a time, then do your changes from one chord into the next several times, first 2 chords, several times doing next 2 chords, A sus2 to A, etc., and then A into D. And then we're making it musical by doing 4 strums per chord. So you will find at first your chord changes will be quite slow. Okay, you might not be able to strum perfectly in time when you're going from E minor to A sus2, for instance. You might have a little gap. Just where you're getting your fingers into the next shape. Okay, but as with everything, the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the quicker your chord changes will get. Cheers for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.